The pandemic has shaken the world, sparking questions about whether this global healthcare disaster was preventable. In a recent interview with TVBS commentator Yu Wenqi, political scientist and sinologist Yang Dali unveiled his new book, Wuhan. He explored how the COVID-19 outbreak in China quickly spiraled out of control. Yang attributed the escalating situation primarily to human errors.
At
the end of 2019, not only did clinical doctors have a very clear understanding of this symptom, but they also believed it was very similar to a typical pneumonia.
另外一方面就是当时这个卫生机构呢，实际上他们也有基因组的这个信息而且呢。
On the other hand, at that time, health authorities actually had access to the genetic sequences of the disease, and it wasn't just one set. So they should have had a very accurate understanding of the novel coronavirus.
最初的应对，12月底的时候是非常认真，非常。
Their initial response was serious and urgent at the end of December. However, afterward, various mistakes ensued step by step.
Yang highlighted that many judgment errors by Chinese authorities were due to systemic flaws. He explained that while central directives tasked local governments with leading disease control, these local authorities were often left waiting for further instructions. The lack of transparency within the Chinese political system, he noted, contributed significantly to the disease spread.
中国大陆的这个情况呢，往往采取的，比方说是维稳的体制，把维稳呢。
Chinese authorities often resort to stabilization measures, which involve controlling information, people, and institutions. However, this virus was different. Despite efforts to control these aspects, the virus spread more easily.
Yang also discussed how the failed emergency response not only damaged China's international image, but also impacted its diplomacy, fueling conspiracy theories. In response to global suspicion and criticism, China adopted a confrontational and combative wolf warrior diplomacy style. Yang provided insights into the thinking behind these actions.
中国的外交呢，越来越多的是受国内这个形势的影响。这些外交人员他们发言的。
China's diplomacy is increasingly shaped by domestic factors. When Chinese diplomats speak, they pay particular attention to the perception of the domestic audience, striving to please and satisfy the public. Consequently, they often deflect responsibility outward, giving rise to the so-called wolf warrior style of diplomacy.
As the world starts to recover from the COVID pandemic's shadows, Yang posed a crucial question. Without changes in their approach, could Chinese authorities risk another catastrophic outbreak?
其实中国的这个政策界还有公共卫生界呢，都有一定的反思哈。
In fact, both China's policy circles and the public health sector have undergone reflection. For instance, in February 2020, the National People's Congress issued a decision to ban the consumption of almost all wild animals.
如果有一个
If there were relatively more open and transparent media in China, would China's response be more effective? Absolutely.
Highlighting the political dimensions of the pandemic, Yang offered a detailed analysis of China's initial response based on his extensive research and understanding of the political landscape. He expressed hope that his book would drive reforms in China's public health system, enhancing transparency to avert future health crises. Yu Wenqi, Li Fangying, Huang Qihou, TVBS World, Taiwan.